This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, October 14th, 2019. The title of this rant is Your Chicken. So a number of reporters in a convoy were traveling around in Syria, probably trying to get away from where some of the bad action was going on. They met up with some Syrian militia people. They were just talking to them. The militia said, "Where are you from?" The guy said, "Hey, we're American." And one of the militiamen said, "Yeah, you're chicken." So our Not My President has taken us out of Syria. And since last Wednesday, there have been executions of the Kurds. There have been beheadings of the Kurds. There have been war crimes committed against the Kurds. It's not necessarily by the Turks, but by their militia, the Syrian-backed militia, which might have some Islamic interests in there, Islamic, let's just say, Islamic State people in there. We've had many people escape from jails who were incarcerated because they were part of the Islamic State. And the U.S. basically couldn't even get to and secure supposedly a couple dozen high-value, say incarcerated Islamic State people, people who are in prison camps. They couldn't even get to them. So we have some very, very terrible things that are going on in northern Syria. And it is because the Not My President basically was chicken and backed out. Because, he might as well be, he might as well register as a foreign agent, as representing a foreign agent, because in the winners, this is going to be Turkey, it's going to be Russia, it's going to be Syria, and it's going to be Iran, and we can also throw in there the Islamic State. Something that's Not My President said he'd gotten rid of, but it could easily come back ahead. And of course, the big losers are going to be the U.S., and the Kurds, and some of our European allies who are there. Now, the thing about this that's most excruciating is that, I'm a dummy. I don't know a whole heck of a lot, but I do know that, number one, this world is a dangerous place. If we look back 150 years, let's go a little bit more, 170, to 1850, and we'll look at all the wars that have gone on in that time frame. Tremendous amount all over the place. Remember, all wars are geographic. Even if they say they're religious, no, they're actually behind it all. It's all geographic. And we need information. We have to know what's going on because the world is a dangerous place. And the United States has been the de facto leader for peace in this entire world since World War II. And may I point out that we still have troops in Germany, and of course they were there as deterrence from 1945 to 1990, when the Berlin Wall went down. We had troops in Italy. We had troops all over Europe. We had troops and we had missile facilities in Turkey since, I believe, the 1960s, all as a deterrent, all right? Because we didn't want what is happening now in Syria to have happened back then if the Soviet Union tried to roll over everything. I mean, this is something that is just absolute genocide, and it just shows that this guy has absolutely no idea of what knowledge is. He doesn't understand anything about diplomacy. He doesn't understand anything about war. He doesn't understand anything about regions of the world. And especially he doesn't understand that the knowledge of people in the United States that have been in the State Department, in the Pentagon, and many other places, who all told him that this is exactly what was going to happen, and this is exactly what's happening. He's doubling and tripling down, and we got to get rid of this guy right away.